Okay.
Proceed.
Welcome back to Catching It with Katie. Today we have a few things to chat about that happened in last week. We went on a trip. There's been some newcomers to the farm. We got things going on in the next couple of weeks. So let's just do a quick little catch up. We are going to go out of the room at some point too. We're going to take a little trip on the farm for a little segment to talk about Regina and her new man. But let's talk about this past weekend. We went on a very impromptu trip.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Yes.
That's all you got to say about it. It was a fun time.
Yes. It was.
So this past week, literally
And-
like Wednesday,
Yes.
we were like, I think we should go to Texas this weekend. And then we left for Friday morning.
Mhm.
And so we went there because, so Denver and Waylon, both my studs, are in Texas. That's, if you've been following long enough, you probably know that. Well, Denver's not at the Stallion place. He's not at High Point. He's at training at Aaron Moses's, which is like 5 minutes away. And that makes it very convenient to go ride, go visit, go check on everything, all the things. Well, I needed to go ride him because I've been not able to go as much this summer as I was hoping to. I needed to go kind of like assess if it was in the cards to show him at the NSBA World. Now, we're not saying Congress, we're not saying World Show. We were like, okay, NSBA World is the next thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
And like I already have like my chaps. They're going to be ready. My shirt might be ready. And it was kind of like I just need to go ride him and see if this is going to be a good experience or not, because there's like multiple facets to my decision making when it comes to riding him or showing him. I do want to show him and I will show him. Like there is no like mistake about that. But he's only shown the pleasure at like one show prior to this. Due to, breeding season and then him getting an abscess right before Ocala and stuff like that. Like he was just kind of delayed getting into the show pen this year. And he's only 4. And so I have to go at it from, I want him to look good. Like I want the person that rides him the best to be riding him and showing him and showing him off to the public and getting his show career going. So that, which is Aaron, like unmistakably.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could show him as a non-pro, it would definitely A, be fun, but B, show his mind and that he can be this big bad stallion that lets his non-pro owner show him. And I think that's a testament to him. And I think that's definitely in the cards soon.
Mm-hmm.
But due to me just not being able to go out there very much, and again, his kind of slow start, it was just kind of I rode him for 2 days, and the second day was light years better than the first day. So it's if I had been able to ride consistently, I don't think this would be a question. I think we'd be able to do it. But we were just you know what? The first time I go in the show pen on him needs to be with the utmost confidence. It needs to be we know what we're doing. I'm confident. I know how to handle all these situations, And also the NSBA World is a really big show. Just backstory. There's the AQHA World Show. There's the NSBA World Show. NSBA is the National Snaffle Bit Association. It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it's essentially the stock horse world show for quarter horses, paint horses, Appaloosas, I believe POAs. It's all of these horses that are a part of the National Snaffle Bit Association. So you're getting to show against all these other breeds as well. So that's just kind of that's a heavy place to do your debut.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just that, there's it's a big class, it's expensive. It's not even that. The classes I would be in have 40 to 50 people in them. So you're going to have to do splits. So you're going to have to show multiple times in one class.
Mm-hmm.
And the splits are going to have 20-something horses that you're all trying to do the same thing at the same time. So it's not like a pattern class where you're, regardless of how many you're in the class, you're out there by yourself. It's making him look good, but also navigating traffic and having to deal with other people riding around me and, like I rode him around mares this weekend and he didn't care. But like, in a show setting, it's like, would I tense up because I'm in a thing with a bunch of mares and I'm on a stallion? Like, I don't know. And so I just think it'd probably be better for his career, for our, entrance into the show pen, to not debut at the World Show.
It's a lot of pressure.
It is. And I haven't shown in like
8
years. Like the last time I went to the NSBA World Show was 2017. And I showed a DIY like gelding. Like I was a DIY amateur, so I didn't have a trainer.
What is a DIY?
Do it yourself.
Right, but I know what DIY means, but
So you do it yourself. So you train yourself. You don't have a trainer.
so is that like a class? Like an actual
No,
DIY?
it's just what you call yourself when you don't have a trainer and you go to a show by yourself.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was DIYing it for a couple of years.
I just thought that was a cool class. Like, these are the DIYers.
God,
No
that
trainer.
would be
cool,
cool.
though.
It
That
would
would be
be cool.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can enforce that though.
Just
like
how would
honesty
you-
policy?
Yeah.
Like you got to do it all yourself.
So I DIY'd it with this gelding, and so I went there in 2017, and after that I just didn't have a horse to go show with. So it's like, okay, not even, and I've never had a pleasure horse.
Mm-hmm.
So even that horse and the horse that I had before, our classes were like the patterns. Like I said, regardless of how many horses are in the class, you're going and doing your pattern by yourself.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. So we were doing the horsemanship and the equitation and the showmanship and stuff like that. The pleasure, I think people mistakenly think it's easy because all you're doing is walk, trotting, and loping. But to keep your horse's cadence the exact same all the way around at all three gaits, while also making that cadence be like what exemplifies their movement the best on a draped rein with no hand contact and navigating through traffic, it's hard.
Well, wouldn't you put it that way?
It's hard.
It sounds a little
like
tough.
it was even hard, me out in the pen getting a lesson from Erin. And I think it was nice because I got a lesson off camera. I mean, you were filming on my phone, but like we weren't trying to make it into a YouTube video. We weren't trying to make it an educational thing. Like he was able to be like, stop doing that. Don't do,
Yeah.
He was able to be a little like harder on me, which was, I need,
Yeah.
like absolutely I need. And like, I guess from all the years of just doing horsemanship and eck and having more contact with my hand, like in those classes, you have a shorter rein. I'm used to wanting to have my hand a little higher. I'm used to like, if I go in with my leg, I can pick up my hand a little bit and like steer like that. Whereas in the pleasure, you want to put your hand down and only use your feet and seat.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, stop picking your hand up. And I'm just like, ah! Like, so it was good. I went into it knowing high possibility I was going to be told, we can do what you want. I just think it would be a better experience for everybody if you rode him more. And I don't disagree at all. So I already smell the Reddit comments of like,
she's never going to ride her horses. She's just doing it for the content and she can't actually ride.
It'll be me. I'll start it.
Thank you to Live It Up for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for a new healthy habit to start your day, one of the simplest things you can do to be your best self is by adding some super greens. We keep this ready to go in the shop because it's easy to mix with water, juice, milk, anything we have on hand. It's a great way to get your chlorella, spirulina, wheatgrass, kale, broccoli, spinach, barley grass, moringa, parsley, so many super greens. It's very important to note that it's dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, and it's been tested for quality. All in all, it's a really good addition to your nutrition, to your daily habits. When you start your day right, good things follow. Right now, through the link in my description, you can get 15% off your first order. You can also get free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So again, if you're looking for a new healthy habit to implement into your daily life, go ahead and check out Live It Up. Use my code KVS15 for 15% off of your first order. That link is in my description. And back to the video. So yeah, but it was fun. So we rode him both days. It was so freaking hot. Like so freaking hot.
Mhm.
So we rode him in the morning
The flies were biting.
The first day, she was like fighting for her life out in the
The
arena.
flies?
Yes.
Or like sweat bees?
No, the flies were biting me.
That's crazy.
They were attacking my feet and legs.
Oh my.
It was
She
rough.
rode Denver.
How was it?
It was good.
Rode my
I
dude?
was in shorts and sandals, so it wasn't like a real experience.
Well,
She tried it.
He's accommodating.
I did. Yeah, he was good. I want to ride more, so.
Well, I'm working on it. So I'll give a little, if we were going to build another barn
Yeah.
on the property,
Hypothetically.
the spot where we would build it has the perfect place for an arena.
Okay.
It's like an outdoor arena.
Nice, nice.
Hypothetically, if I had a new barn and there is space for an arena,
Mm-hmm.
So like this year I kept 4 weanlings, and I don't think I can do that every year, but I didn't keep those 4 weanlings thinking I'm going to have them all stay show horses in my barn as 5 and 6 year olds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I can only show so many horses, but it gives me the opportunity to see how they grow up and to see, okay, which one fits me the best? Which one do I get along with the best? And then we can, find amazing show homes for the other ones a little bit later. Theoretically, you could possibly get a higher price tag that way as well, because then they're ready to go.
Right.
But that's not always the case. So if I have the new barn and I have an arena and I'm planning on keeping a couple every year to see how they grow up, it would probably actually be more cost efficient to have not necessarily like a show trainer, but like a colt starter / someone to leg up the brood mares that we want to ride and stuff like that on site.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, I feel like I'd be riding more, because right now, honestly, like
Right.
I have not a lot of time to keep 3 or 4 horses legged up by riding them every day and lunging them every day and everything. And I'm out of town a lot. And so a lot of the times that I do have time to ride, I'm like, I'm going to go get on and can't even like go ride because they're out of shape. They're,
Yeah.
it's just a whole thing. And so, yeah, I think that hypothetically, if that happened, we'd probably have the opportunity to ride more.
Right. So go ahead,
Right.
submit your applications.
Like someone, I'll just tell you the job.
We'll give the job description.
I'll tell you the job description.
Yeah, the job.
So it wouldn't be like a training thing where like you're going down the road showing. So like a lot of young kids, they're like, they want to learn and then start being on the road and
Yeah.
like showing and going and doing, which is fine. Like that's absolutely acceptable. Probably somebody wants to slow down, wants something that's consistent and not, you're not starting 22-year-olds, it'd be like you're starting 2 to 4 2-year-olds. You got 2 to 4 yearlings to do all the groundwork with and lunge and trim and tie and all the things. You might make some sale videos. If people are coming to see them, then you're trimming them up and getting them ready. You got like 2 to 4, really good ex-show horses that are, brood mares or whatever that are open to keep legged up and keep in shape. So they're probably being ridden 3-4 times a week, 2 to 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the schedule, and you just kind of like manage that and be someone to be like, hey Aaron, like correspondence with like or hey Jamie or whoever I'm sending my 2-year-olds to, whether they're hunt seat babies or Western babies, being like, hey, this one I feel like is probably what we're going for. Here's another one. Here's the videos, and then we try to figure out what home they go to, or So
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing.
So you need a good eye.
You got to have somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
It can't just be anybody. It can't just be somebody that puts 10 or 30 days on a colt. Like
Right.
I want somebody that knows what they're doing. Anyway. Also, while we were in Texas this past weekend, Abigail fell in love with an anteater named Lola.
She was very, very sweet and cute. And I picked her up. You didn't want to pick her up.
I didn't.
I wanted to pick her up, and she like had one of those tails that's like, how do you describe it?
Like she wrapped around your arm.
Yeah, like a rat tail, kind of, how it's like there's no
Scaly?
hair on it. And I was
Right.
like putting her down, and her tail like wrapped around my arm. And it was like such a weird feeling. Anyway, I liked her.
Lola, and then we had Kate and Leo, the
Yep.
capybaras. Leo, they don't know why. They've done so much testing. He has turned straight ginge.
Really?
Like cowboy copper, the most perfect
Wow.
shade.
What a color.
I kind of feel like you have a very subtle, almost cowboy copper.
I could tweak it and get there fast.
Yeah.
Really easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We hung out with the Tapers, which is Wally and Amy. They're married.
I love them.
I know. They're so fun.
They're what did she say? They're most closely related to rhinos.
Really?
Yeah. They look like kind of like mini hippos. Like their skin texture and like
But their shape looks like a big pig.
yeah.
Like it's
They're
like
very
a pig,
round.
rhino, anteater.
Anteater.
It's interesting. We didn't get to watch them swim, but I've watched them swim in the past, and you see their little nose come out of the water, and it's so cute. And we played with the giraffes and got to see baby Finn, which is like a year-old giraffe. He was training. So they have to train them to get their feet done. Because, I mean, how do you go pick up a giraffe foot? You can't. They got to willingly do it.
Yeah.
And so they were training him to like side pass over, and then like they were using clicker training, and like he's very food motivated, so they were using treats, and they would tell him to like step and then curl, and so he'd step his foot up and curl his foot, and then they could like rasp it and all the good stuff. So they were just starting to get him to where they could like brush on his feet and everything.
Yeah.
But that was really cool to see. We stayed in the giraffe house. I don't know if it's up for like renting still, but it's this apartment that is right above the giraffe house. So it's got all these windows. And so Gerald will come up and like see ya. And it's only one bed though. So me and Abigail had to snuggle. I hit you in your sleep one night.
I didn't notice. I was out.
I woke up and was like, oh my God, I just smacked the crap out of her because in my head, because she was on my side of the bed. So you know how like you have your side of the bed?
Yeah.
So when I'm on that side, I always lay facing the outer direction, and I like have my arm out, and like I usually will like smack my phone or whatever, like when the alarm's going off. I have no clue what, but like I just smacked, and it was her.
It's funny because like now I'm remembering that I did the same thing. I just don't think I actually made contact with you. Because I also woke up very dazed and confused and was like, where am I? And I also sleep on the other side of the bed. So I don't know why I just picked this side because it was closest to like the inner wall away from the window.
So
and for some reason I just felt safer over there.
So she wanted me to get killed first.
And
That's right.
so she was in the middle, like a good like buffer.
Nothing but a
Closest
shield.
to the door, you know? And so I don't know why I chose that side, but I did. So I also woke up and was like turned that way and thought that I was like about to hit the table. And then I just noticed that it was you there. And I was like, oh, okay.
Also, so tapers are related to rhinos, also closely related to horses.
Wow.
They're
because rhinos are really closely related to horses.
They are of the order of odd-toed ungulates. Rhinos, tapers, horses, donkeys, zebras.
Odd-toed ungulates.
Odd-toed
Yeah, they have
ungulates.
3 toes. Yeah, it's cool.
What a category to be in.
Right.
What's an ungulate?
A hoofed mammal.
Okay. So a horse is an ungulate.
Horse is an ungulate.
That's a new word.
Word of the
Just
day.
start referring to them as
Ungulate.
ungulates.
Look at them ungulates
Can I
out
guess?
there.
Is it UNGULAT?
That is correct.
Yes.
Did you do spelling bees when you were younger? Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Because I did too. And it takes one to know one.
I did too. And I was robbed, and I have a story.
No one cares.
All right. How
I
are you
have a
robbed?
story that my dad still gets mad about
Yeah.
when he tells it. Like when it was fresh, it was something we told to everyone because we were so angry. So I think it was also my dad's dyslexic and he can't spell anything like at all. And so I think he was so proud that I could spell. And in the 2nd grade, I was a part of the spelling bee, the whole school-wide spelling bee.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was like parents were invited, right? Like it wasn't just like at lunchtime we're doing a spelling bee. Like it was like a thing.
It was the thing. And
so we did the spelling bee. I made it all the way to the last 2.
Oh my.
I know. Okay. And I already know, I'm so sorry. It's a kid that I'm sure he's lovely now. And Jonathan wrestled with him. And so like he knows him. He's like, he's a good guy. I'm like, I can't get past it.
This was 2nd grade.
2nd grade.
Yeah.
And so he started to spell, he was going to spell a word and then I was going to spell a word.
Yeah.
And so I spelled a word incorrectly. If he spelled a word incorrectly, we were going to do another round.
Yeah.
So I spelled a word incorrectly. He starts to spell his word. And let me just tell you, this teacher, Miss Lauer, he starts to spell it and she goes, No one called this bitch out.
This is cheating.
Cheating. She goes, Oh my God, my parents were going to like destroy her. Like it was like, are you for real? And he restarts and then spells it correctly. And then they give him the trophy.
Oh my gosh. What word did you spell wrong?
I don't remember.
I remember I was in the spelling bee, made it to the finals both the years that we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I spelled, I got out on obstinate and I got out on choker.
Interesting.
Yes. And what's really, man, it's crazy. So I was sitting beside a girl, Madeline Long. And
if we're naming names, Taylor Warren.
Yeah, I was sitting beside Madeline Long, and we were like, not supposed to be talking, but we're just kind of whispering while it's not our turn. And she had on a necklace that was like very tight. I said, cool necklace. What is it? She was like, thanks. It's a choker. I was like, cool. Literally, I think my next word was choker, and I spelled it wrong.
How'd you spell it?
Chocker. I panicked.
Dummy.
Chalker.
Dummy.
A bit,
Chalker.
Big dummy. I walked the halls for like 30 minutes after that going, chalker. A teacher walked by and goes, how do you spell it?
Chalker.
And I spelled it right. She goes, there you go. Not even my teacher. Just saw the random kid who messed up and was like, yeah.
You know,
that was
I'm going to tell you what mine was and you're going to feel better.
Okay.
Mine was in 3rd grade. My word that I misspelled was scrub. I think what happened, I don't really remember.
UK.
No, I think what happened, it's worse than you think. I think I just got ahead of myself and I like heard it and was trying to go sit down. And so I was just like, I saw like the numbers or the letters in my head.
That was your first mistake.
I saw the numbers in my head. I saw the letters. And so I just started like, so I start with C. Crub.
Crub.
And then, but like I remember the feeling, like as soon as I said the C, I was like I stopped and I was like, and then I remember not even starting over. I just went, R-U-B.
You know what you needed? You needed a,
Oh my God. I was like, do you have any like teachers or like substitute teachers that were just like when you had your teacher was gone that day and you knew you were going to have a sub, you're just like, oh, please don't be that one. Did you have anyone like that?
Yeah, there were definitely subs that you didn't really want, and there were definitely subs that you were like,
we can get away with anything.
Yes, we're about to have a fun class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. There was a couple teachers that I really didn't like, but I don't want to say them. But I had a teacher that I loved so much that he married me and Jonathan.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I know. So we had 2 weddings, and so we had both influential people to us marry us. So like our first wedding was just like us, like 15 people. So he had his youth pastor, who is now like a pastor of his own church, marry us. Because he was like, I just wanted someone that was, influential as a young child, whatever. And then we had our big wedding because it was COVID. So we had our big wedding, and we had Mr. Blankenship, who was, I had him 2 years in high school, and just absolutely a fantastic person. And he was a teacher, but he also was a pastor of his own church. And so he married us as well, which was cool. Yeah.
Sometimes you have good teachers.
I had multiple really good teachers that I loved that I look back on and was like, they were just awesome. But a couple of them came to my birthday parties because I was that weirdo that invited them to my birthday parties.
Yeah. You invited the teachers instead of the kids.
Yeah.
No, okay. I think, have I told the embarrassing story of my like 18th / graduation party on here?
No one came.
I think
But
so.
how no one came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Parham came.
All the
Okay.
teachers came.
Oh.
Okay.
It's okay.
I posted a photo last night to embarrass myself.
Was it the
I did-
lenses? The transitions?
I posted a photo last night. I was like, I just want to embarrass myself. I was 13 here. Okay. So anytime I talk about like, oh, like I got made fun of or oh, like whatever, like at some point you're like,
You might have needed it.
you set yourself up. I let my dad pick out the same glasses he wore for me. Like I was like,
As a 13-year-old girl.
as a 13-year-old girl. And nothing wrong with transitional lenses. If you got sensitive eyes, do it. But it just made me look a little more mature than I was at that point at 13.
There's just a little bit different of an aura you had going on.
A little different.
That is like, and it's not a bad thing. It's the like epitome of like horse girl.
It is, yeah.
It is. Middle school horse
And you
girl.
know, you've always told these stories about how like, oh, these people would like maybe pick on me and these people make fun of me. And then I would see like older photos. And it never like made sense in my head because I was like, she looks kind of cool. Like she looks like a regular, like I could see a time maybe when
That one made sense.
Yeah, I could
That one made sense for sure.
can see.
And like, I look back at things I would do and I'm like, God, I would have wanted to punch me. Like, I would have wanted to absolutely like make fun of me as well. Like, and I hate to say that because I don't want to be a mean person, but like, I'm looking at myself. Okay. I can say that I wanted to bully myself. Like I would, oh God, this might be too embarrassing. I would go to school and I'd be like, God, my life is so cool. I'm going to take photos from the weekend and we're going to pass them around.
pass them around.
like actual like photos.
Like big
Printed 'em
photos
out.
from my horse show.
Oh,
And I'd be like, these uncultured swine don't know what a horse show looks like. So I'm going to
you
take
go up
these
to the
photos.
teacher. You're like, this is from this weekend. Can we pass these around to the class?
You're joking, but like,
That's so pick me.
so that, and then also with my like hunting photos, like I killed a big buck and I'm
Yeah.
like, everyone needs to see this. Everyone needs to see it. And that was the start of my social media.
I was about to say this is like pre-social. This is like early ages.
This is early ages social media that I couldn't, there was no Instagram. This was pre-Instagram.
Yeah, you were already doing it.
And I was like, this needs to be on everyone's timeline.
What was the like general reaction?
Bullying.
Just like taking it and immediately like passing it back to the person.
Well, and then like with the horse stuff, you know, there was horse jokes.
There were horse jokes.
There were horse jokes. There were inappropriate horse jokes made about what I did in my spare time with them.
No one's
Not
looking. No
not
one's
even
looking
looking
at
at it.
Oh no!
Intermission. intermission to let them finish.
Would you say that these people did you a favor?
By bullying?
Yeah.
Looking back, probably. Looking back, probably.
It's not.
And I think, okay, I blame it on a lot of things. Just I was an only child that didn't do any extracurriculars with kids my own age. I'd go home and ride my horse. So I probably needed it. Probably did need a little.
I think it's just like that you were an only child. Me and Nate are gonna get absolutely like reamed in the comments of this video.
Like, you're still doing it. Oh, that is so funny. Just pass it.
So anyway, that, and then like once I got to high school, I did have one boyfriend, but he was a new kid. Like no one would touch me with a 10-foot pole until college. So I had to date like outside of school.
The new kid.
And then,
so, like, when
no one believes you.
And then no one believes me because I had a glow up in college, major glow up in college, and I had like a roommate and new friends that weren't from school, and I could like reinvent myself. You know, I'd be like, I have actually been cool for a couple years now, but no one would believe me. So like, we're starting here.
Yeah.
And so like I had an absolute glow up in college, and then guys from school were like, oh, okay. And so then I had some guys ask me out and everything that would like absolutely bully the crap out of me in middle school and high school. And I actually had a couple of them reach out like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And like try to slide in the DMs. I'm like, I'm married, dude.
Yeah.
You're balding now.
They hit you with a, no, I always liked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was just, I never had the courage to speak up back
I'm like,
then.
you made me cry in the middle of class and I had to leave class.
That was because I liked you.
I didn't know how to show it.
There was a couple of them that I'm like, if I saw you today, I'd be mad at you.
Yeah.
And there was a few girls. Okay, there was one girl that was so mean, and I saw her probably 2 years into college. Again, a glow up happened. She had gone to a different college, and so she was at a restaurant that I was with my family, and I ran into her. And the first words out of her mouth, not, oh my God, you're skinny now.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I am. Bye.
Interesting first sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of swapping gears a little bit. So we did a video, this will be posted this week. So it was last week that the video was posted, of Regina having a man coming over. So the reason we're doing that is, you know, I was totally fine with also just not breeding her this year because I didn't want to sacrifice like quality to just have her bred. But the last time we checked her and she wasn't pregnant, the vet that we use had been like, well, I also, you know, I have multiple miniature clients. And one of my miniature clients, you know, told me that if you would like for her number, I could extend it to you. And that if you'd like to look at her stallions, you could. And so she, you know, we worked that out, and she had a few stallions. And I've been kind of considering Chandler Marks, who I bought my minis from, as like a bit of like my mini mentor. And, you know, I'm new to it. You look for different things with them than you do with quarter horses. You know, like they're more like mini Arabians more than anything.
Yeah.
And so I sent him some of her stallions and their papers, and there was one that he was like, oh, I really like this one. I have a half sibling to him through his mom. You know, he's got a really strong dam line. He's got a strong sire line. I like his conformation. Do this one. And so having a stallion that was available in town, like 30 minutes away, that could be brought to do live cover, since she's only ever been live covered. Like, we were trying to AI her, but like she's never had that done before. And so he came yesterday, and like as of when we're filming this, so he only came yesterday. So I figured let's pop out there and just take a look at him and see what's going on. So let's go check on Gina and Maddox. Regina. They're seeming to be buddied up. they're hanging out. So he just got here about 26 hours ago. So he's only been here a day. And because she wasn't in heat, he's been mounting her a lot, but there hasn't been any actual breeding going on. And then Karen and Coco, they won't come into heat, so they were like squealing at him, but they've calmed down. So, okay, they're just gonna be boring. Are y'all in love? He likes him a thick woman, you know? He's breathing hard a little bit, so that's one thing. She was like, you know, just keep an eye on his weight, because he'll work really hard, and he might lose a little weight from all the activity. So we got to make sure we're feeding him enough. We have like all these like little bags that his owner brought with his like specific food amounts and like supplements and everything. So she's like, we might up it a little bit if he's like working really hard. So maybe Regina will get a little thinner. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, well, that was pretty chill. They are seemingly in love. They're hanging out together. And they're not really going to give us anything today, I guess. But we're going to check back in next week, because hopefully that's when magic starts happening. So, back to the video. We're back. And now we're back. So, that's fun. We're going to see how that goes. It'll probably be a couple weeks before we know anything or see anything. I think the presence of him will bring her into heat a little bit faster, but we won't know if she's pregnant for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So, but yeah, I guess that's about what kind of happened this week. This next week is going to be pretty uneventful. We're home. So it'll be a couple weeks before we go on our trip. So we're just kind of trying to like have a normal schedule until then. Yeah. But yeah, Jack is still cute.
Very.
Last night he had his first night outside because he and his mom decided to be feral and wouldn't let me catch them.
How'd they do?
Fine.
Cool.
She was ready to come in this morning.
Yeah.
She was like, I forgot that you feed me.
And I regret my choices.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Gretchen is back there with them because we didn't want her coming into heat and stirring up the stallion or whatever, since like Karen and Coco are bred, so they won't come into heat. But we didn't want him trying to like breed her through the fence or like trying to get to her through the fence. So we thought it was best for her to come back behind the shop. And so she's hanging out with Janice and Jack. Janice is being very mean to her.
Still?
As of last night. It's
still more like just boundary setting?
Yeah. As of last night, like I would watch them and they would graze. But as soon as Gretchen would try to get like close.
Yeah.
Mama Janice.
Yeah. Mama Janice.
So anyway, we have an eventful day ahead of us. We're going to go do some more filming. Excuse me, I burped.
It's okay.
We're going to do some more filming. I've got a meeting about a project that's going on that y'all will find more about in the next coming months. Got all kinds of stuff to do. So let me know if you have any questions. Let us know any topics that you would like for us to cover in future episodes, any people you would like for us to invite to have on in future episodes. And if you haven't already, go check out the KVS merch. This is First Things First merch. We got VS Code Red merch. There's all kinds of designs and stuff on apparel and blanket. She's using a blanket. That was one of our Christmas blankets.
Wow.
So we got tons of merch. So go check that out at katievanselect.net. And we'll see you in the next one.
That one's really cool. I never saw that. I would have got one. Wow.
Bye.